when 93% of Americans have elevated insulin levels because of our standard American diet, if you have an elevated insulin level and you go into a starvation diet, which is what these drugs are doing, then the problem is you cannot access your own fat, because the way to burn fat is through a certain enzyme, HSL. They went in starvation mode. So the body perceived this as starvation. It said, hey, I can't burn my fat because I have elevated insulin blocking that. So the two horrible things that happened that we looked at was, one, in a starvation diet, your body says, I'm going to starve to death. So it ratchets down your basal metabolic burn rate, the calories you're burning. And 6 years later, when Hall looked at these contestants, they were still only burning 1,400 calories instead of 2,000 calories. So, it appears to be forever unless we do mitigation strategies. And two, the body said, I can't burn fat and I'm in starvation mode, I'm desperate. It kicked over and burned their muscle. And then the problem with muscle, when you burn your muscle, is that, of course, that's your metabolically active tissue. That's your strength tissue. That is your tissue that lets 70% of the glucose kick in. So they're in deep trouble. So at the end of the study, 6 years later, they were still only burning 1,400 calories because of this adaptive thermogenesis. And as a result, when they went back to 2,000 calories, they gained it back as fat.